So eventually these things just kind of started coming to a head. Like in the past 2 years, I've just been noticing how certain things just I sometimes go through some days where I'm so exhausted, even if I sleep an entire 12 hours, I'm still like tired. There are times where I've noticed a regression in my skills and like things my my Arabic or like my talking abilities and like even my ability to continue a conversation or like to complete a thought. And may Allah bless my wife. She has been such a rock in this time, like also getting married, moving out of my family's home. Gave me the space to like really realize how much I've let people and society and other things just like get to me. Like apparently I had to be this super productive, over on the top, always on a person. And yet here I was married to someone who admired things about me, but at the same time she told me, like she would always advise me, take some time to rest. You do so much. And I always had this idea of like I do a lot, but I don't feel like I'm doing enough. And like the time there like really showed me how much I've let people and other things like take advantage of me, like my time, my energy, my attention, and yes, my money. And I'm not going to say who. I'm not going to expose anyone's business like that, but it got to the point where somehow I was always like no one would ask me to help them with things anymore. They just expected that I was always going to do it. And then eventually got to a point where many people just thought I was always going to bail them out of things, and like it just got too much. And and it's just not always easy. Like for some people, like if they're driving to pick someone up, that's all they look at it as, to drive and pick someone up. But me, I look at it as a whole system of tasks to do. Like make sure the car is ready, make sure I have everything I need to take before I go driving out. Where's the location? Have the route memorized, then find the person, etc. Like that's how I feel about it. It's like for others, it's just like they go with the flow, but I can't. I can't process all that information once where sometimes even a single errand these days like exhausts me so much. Like a single trip to the grocery store makes me completely unable to like want to do anything these days. It got to the so eventually, and like the blessing of getting married and having and being in your own place now is it gave me an excuse to start being a little more reclusive. Also, and I'm not gonna say who, but like where I didn't have the ears of like some of my teachers and definitely my parents and stuff. Like I had people finally stop interrupting me when I just want to do something as simple as read a book. But times it's like I'm so distracted I can't even read a book anymore. And like yeah, many could argue, oh Kevin, just stop using the phone a lot. And I was like, okay, I'm trying that. But then also where it's like, oh, do all these things, try adopting these habits, but like I could never stick with them. And many could argue like, you're just not putting in enough effort. You don't have people keeping you accountable. But I was in a system where I was for a year where I was like surrounded by brothers who kept me accountable, and just I would always beat myself up when I slipped a little. And when I started falling back into habits that were not the most productive, but they were things that gave me the ability to take the edge off. And inshallah, I'm not here to like talk about my sins or anything, but because that's between me and God. But it really just got a lot, and it became eventually my wife helped me figure out that it's this thing called autistic burnout, which I'm finally going to explain what that is.